Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new squad builder here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. I'm rocking the green screen today. I figured I'd give that a go. I'm still trying to figure out, to go without green screen or with green screen. I'm not too sure, so I'm just going to keep mixing it up in each video, really. And today is going to be based around one in particular, classic European hero, striker. I mean, you could tell by the title of the thumbnail, it's Robin van Persie, the Flying Dutchman. But we'll get to him in a moment. As always, we need to build the squad around him. Guys, if you do enjoy the video, I'd greatly appreciate your thumbs up. It means the world to me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. So we start in goal with just regular Gigi Buffon. You can use better version of him if there is one. I think there's like a FUTWIZ, so you'd have to only be able to use the FUTWIZ, right? But I don't have that, so I go with the regular, and it does me just fine. And then we move on to the defense in our 4-3-2-1 formation. Juan Fran is the right back, so 86 rated. I believe this is like a C or E man of the match, like European man of the match. And we then have Kolarov at left back. And if you just discard the pace for a second there, take a look at those stats. Oh my god, there is just a ridiculous amount of like 99s and really high dark green stats right there. Phenomenal stats on that Kolarov. Unreal. Better than his team of the season, of course. And then we have Jose Maria Jimenez, who is the Uruguayan centre-back for Atletico Madrid. And I've got a bit of a triangle of Madrid players going on in this squad. And, well, I actually get one more little link into the Serie A for Mehdi Benattia. Now, this guy is up there. I genuinely feel like this guy's up there with one of the best team of the season centre-backs I've used. I think for some reason, every time I need a defender to like be aggressive and go out and tackle, he's just done it before I've even thought, oh, I need my defender. He's that good. So definitely rate him and definitely recommend him for your ultimate team. Absolute beast. One of the best I've used. So we now move into the midfield. And we start things off. Another Serie A player playing for Roma. That is Kevin Strootman. The Dutch midfielder is a member of Club 80 if you disregard the pace. He's 6'1", he's got high work rate. He's pretty good stats everywhere, so he's going to do a decent job. We then have Thomas Partey coming into the squad because, it's fun to have a party, isn't it? And he was the DKT player for, I don't know, was it literally the La Liga week? I can't remember. But 86 defending, 91 physical. He's going to sit back and do that defensive side of the midfield role. And then we have Marco van Ginkel, who can actually push up a little bit further and be a little bit more instrumental in the attack. With the good dribbling, the good passing, and the good shooting that he's got at his disposal. So then we move on to the strike force, and I'm not going to lie, it's one of the most fun ones I've used in a very long time, because on the left and right hand side, you've got these ridiculously OP players. You've got Hirving Lozano, team of the season. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a better version of Lozano, but he's over on the left hand side. Damn, even this one is just absolutely ridiculous. I never thought we would see Lozano with those stats, especially at the very start of like FIFA 18 and stuff. I didn't expect that we would ever see that. And then Memphis Depay, just ridiculous stats again on the Dutchman here. 93 overall rated with 98 pace, 96 dribbling, 95 shooting, 90 passing. Unbelievable. He's incredibly quick, is old Depay. So you got two very, very fast players there, both with 4-star skill moves, both with great dribbling, both with an ability to shoot. And then you have Robin van Persie, the Flying Dutchman himself, of course, very famously scored that goal. It was in like the last World Cup with that beautiful. It's actually one of my most favorite World Cup goals, the Van Persie Flying Dutchman. Now, 94 rated Van Persie is a classic European international hero. And he has got 99 shot power, he's got 97 long shots, 99 volleys. Like, take a look at some of those stats and just feast on them, because they are genuinely pretty good. And it was someone that I just thought, like, I want to make another video about these heroes. Like, I know that they came out last Friday, so a few days later on. I don't know how like relevant you class them, but for me, I think they're the most interesting thing on the game right now. Personally, I like the international heroes, because they're players which, like, yeah, team of the match day is great and all that, and those players are really good, and some of them are better than their tots, but they're like, yeah, there's already pretty good versions of them anyway. Like, you take Lukaku, for instance, last week, yeah, he's already got like a 94 rated tot. So to get a 95 special item is great and all that, but to get Zlatan like a 96, to get like David Villa up to a 93, and then in today's video, of course, Robin van Persie, to get a crazy version of him, it just makes me happy. It's like players that we wouldn't necessarily normally get, and considering we've had classic European heroes, you can just I could only imagine that it's going to go down the route of the other like confederations, and it just makes me think maybe, like, I don't know, could Kaka get a better version than that other premium SBC card that he's got? Can he do that? Can they give him a better card than that? Can they? I don't know. Who would be like? I'm trying to think, like African and stuff as well. I mean, Yaya Toure, he could get one. He could get a sick card, actually. Yaya could be like nearly a member of Club 90 or something if they do decide to go down the route of giving more international heroes from like other parts of the globe. That would actually be really cool, and obviously one for many Prem teams to be had in like their final squad if he does get given some sick stats with good stamina and stuff. But yeah, that's just me moving on and changing subject and thinking about what I'm hoping for coming forwards and stuff, and not gonna lie, had a bit of a tough time. Today's video is actually going to be supposed to be a Road to Glory on the World Cup mode, but I tried something a bit different and it didn't work, and I ended up literally like quitting a couple of my games. It just doesn't make for great video, so I have gone with this instead. This was a video that was going to be in a couple of days' time, but I'm going to go with this today, and then I'll return to the Road to Glory a little bit later and figure it out and go and record a new episode and stuff, because it just didn't work. And you have one of them bad days every now and again, right? But for like a YouTuber, it's like I need to kind of upload every day. Although that's actually gonna be something that touches on another topic. I think I mentioned it briefly in a different video few days ago. I can't remember. I briefly touched upon it. I'm actually going to go on holiday at the end of this week. In a couple of days' time, actually, I'm going to go away for a couple of weeks, and there will be a couple of videos going up, but that's about it. Normally, I like work my ass off for a couple of weeks to get ahead, so that there's at least a lot of videos going up whilst I'm away, and I'm actually going to do it so that there's not this time, because we're in the middle of the World Cup. New items come out every day, so like in 3 days time, this particular squad here would be completely irrelevant, because there'll be upgrades or there'll be different international heroes that people will care about. So, and like with the World Cup Road to Glory, it's so difficult to, like, if I give you a video in 2 weeks' time, which is me using my 93 Neymar and my 94 Messi, when maybe a couple of weeks down the line they've had like 1 or 2 upgrades if Brazil or Argentina do well going forwards in the World Cup, then you know, it's just irrelevant, isn't it? So it's tough to get ahead during some times like a World Cup. And also, oh yeah, I have talked about this already, but just like with the state of things right now, and people constantly on Twitter saying, oh, FIFA's dead and all of this type of stuff, I feel like it's not a bad time to just go away, relax, reflect, figure out what's going on going forwards, and I'm actually really looking forward to doing that, because it's this job of mine is like, you never switch off from it, and you're always on social media and stuff, and it's all numbers and figures, and it can get a little bit crazy sometimes. So and I've done both types of jobs. I've been like a manager at an office and done all sorts of stuff like that, so I can, you know, have a pretty good idea of like what a normal job is like compared to what this job is like, and yeah, it's weird, it's different. I wouldn't change it anything. I love doing this, but sometimes it feels like, yeah, I wish I could just switch off for a little bit, because you know, you want to every now and again, but then again, we can't always do that, can we? But yeah, once again, that's just me completely changing the subject. You've seen the goals from the Flying Dutchman right here. I tried my hardest to actually do a Flying Dutchman, and I couldn't end up doing one, you know, actually try and do the header, because it is implemented in FIFA, but I didn't get a chance. I think I scored 1 or maybe 2 normal headers with him, where I was spamming that skill button to try and make him do the Flying Dutchman, but it just wasn't to be, and which is unfortunate, but still, he's got a cracking left foot, and I scored some real nice goals with him. I think he's awesome. And if you guys have 100k spare and you've got a team that you could put him into, definitely give him a go. Robin van Persie, 94 rated European hero, unreal amounts of fun. I genuinely enjoyed him. He's got a killer left foot and I rate him. So guys, do me a favor, hit me with that thumbs up on today's video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Hope you all have a lovely day and I'll catch you next time. Peace.